what's going on. So I don't do these very often, where I just show like specific gameplay of just some other YouTuber, or I'm sorry, some other YouTuber, some other player, in this game. But every so often I like doing one of these, like when there's something just overtly ridiculous, that I found. And I do this for a couple of reasons. One, so that you can see like what the most ridiculous thing in the game is at this moment in time. And two, when they inevitably nerf something, why I can link people back to a video. And so like whenever I get a comment where theoretically if I'm talking about some card and I inevitably get that comment of like, that's not that good, that thing sucks, like they should buff it. Like, I don't know, some dumb comment like that, where they clearly are in like some low, tier of the game. And then they don't think that that's a good enough card and it shouldn't have been nerfed and that's the only card that they have and it's, like this is unfair and nobody should nerf this card cause it's not that great anyway, but it's the only card I use and I'm so mad I'm gonna quit the game, right? Usually that line of thinking, is usually the kind of player that says something ridiculous like that. I can point them back to a video where I'm just like, dear God, they should probably nerf some part of this, some part of this deck, right? And for the longest time, that was Inquisitor. Like, Inquisitor and Bruiser to an extent. Inquisitor and Bruiser, like, nobody plays Bruiser anymore, which is really funny to me. As soon as, like, when they gave it talents, it was, like, the new hot thing, and then now nobody plays Bruiser anymore. I think it's really funny. But Demon Hunter has taken over the Inquisitor spot as the thing to farm. For the longest time, I thought, because like we lived in Dark Inquisitor meta, and then Light Inquisitor meta, and then just Sharpshooter Inquisitor meta, and then, just an infinite number of Inquisitor metas, where that was the top card, number one thing to farm. Demon Hunter has been nerfed, is the new thing that has been nerfed so many times, and it still puts up ridiculous numbers. If this is a game built around damage, it is the premier damage dealing deck. Like, when you have like a maxed out version of Demon Hunter, and you have like all the things, the amount of numbers that you can put up is just so far beyond anything that any other unit can obtain. Simply because it has the ability to obtain damage in the easiest way possible. Whereas Blooming Dash Blade Dancer, you kind of have to like move a Blade Dancer and then wait and then move it, and you're getting like 1% per time you do it. Or Inquisitor, Light Inquisitor was like a really good one, where you had to, every boss that came in, right? Every boss that you killed, you would get stacks, right? And that seemed pretty easy because you get into double bosses and triple bosses, and you're building up stacks like that. Or Dark Inquisitor, you just had to summon in things, right? Demon Hunter gets stacks off of mini bosses, things that your opponent sends. King Pudding gives it like 7 stacks just out of the gate. Like it gets so many stacks from so many things, and that's not even to like take away from the fact that like you can kill your own Demon Hunters and with Dark Pact give a Demon Hunter triple stacks. You're just gaining so many stacks so quickly that it's very easy to just go ridiculous and add so much damage. And in a game where the problem and why you're supposed to die with a damage deck is because you can't keep up with the health of the monsters, Demon Hunter can. And the only thing that beats it are really aggressive toxic decks because you can mitigate the amount of things that you're doing to them. You can do a lot. You can kill them. You can, frost them. You can try to win the game in the early game. And then it's also a percentage damage deck, usually, with Minotaur and with Meteor. So you can win through percentage damage as opposed to raw damage. But by far, Demon Hunter, and to this extent, Riding Hood, the amount of raw damage that it has the ability to output with all of the support cards that are available and all of the talents that exist. Algamdi here with the Riding Hood deck has 6,000 crit. He's one of the top 2 players in this game. And the person that he's playing against, who is playing the Demon Hunter deck, has like 4,500 crit. He has like plus 2,000 crit on him. And he loses. And that means that the Demon Hunter deck could go even further than it does in this game. And I've already skipped through single bosses and double bosses. I probably have made up for that time by just monologuing to you. But I thought that you should know all of this background information. And if you didn't care about any of this background information, then you don't understand the purpose of my channel. The purpose of my channel is not to just show you gameplay. I could have just shown you gameplay, and that's kind of a boring video. But I wanted to, like, everything that I post on my channel is with a purpose. I'm not just showing this to you just to be ridiculous. I'm showing this to you to make you understand that if you want to invest in a damage dealing card, right now, that damage dealing card that you want to invest in is Demon Hunter. It is far and away better than everything out right now. And it's not even close. But here's the game. I'm going to go through some of these talents. But yeah. This is like the standard. Everybody is playing this set. It's just Absorption because Twilight Hunting is just significantly worse right now. Dark Pact because, like I said, getting stacks is the thing. Shadow Twin is apparently better than the Stealth Attack. I've seen a couple people play Stealth Attack, but, you know, clearly somebody knows more than me. And getting a bunch of duplicate Demon Hunters based on the strongest attack power of your strongest Demon Hunter, which at this point is 174 stacks being protected by a level 20 Mermaid, is the thing to do. He has Gift of the Raven, Unstable Magic. Unstable Magic allows you to push even further when it gets to late game like this, because then it gives you insta-kill chance on your witches. Circle of Curses is just because you're probably never going to use the magic one where you're merging on yours, and the extra mana you probably don't care about. And then the last talent. Summoner is right, I believe. It's Enhanced Summoning, because obviously that's the better one. Blessing, Wrath, and then One with Nature. Those are the only talents to use. Nobody uses the other ones. And then Dryad is the normal Rage, Poisonous Fruit, so that you can get rid of, theoretically, their mermaid bubbles. And then the gold tile. And then Eternal Gaze is kind of the best thing. Because you don't care about necessarily getting rid of debuffs. It's also not an efficient way to do it. And so being able to splash your entire field with a light sword, with a awakened sword, is your best case scenario. Like just building up your field, getting an awakened enchant sword, and then just letting it sit on the field and splashing your entire field. Is the best version. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main Demon Hunters that he's even using. Actually less than that. He has 4 main Demon Hunters that he's using. He's using Witch as the Gift of the Raven, and he already has 22 on it. I feel like he can get rid of some of these witches and then change them into Demon Hunters. But having the 200 stacks on one Demon Hunter is just giving him so much damage. And killing a King Pudding like that and getting that many stacks is just insane. All of his Demon Hunters, they're on growth tiles. Where are the other two? Oh, there we go. Yeah, he has 2 Demon Hunters on growth tiles. He's not even at 40 stacks because I guess he doesn't need it with, or 40 merge ranks. He's not even at 40 merge ranks, and it doesn't even matter. Like, it's the amount of growth tile bonus that he has. He also has the normal setup of, I believe, Spear. I think he has Hunter's Jacket. It's like Spear, Hunter's Jacket, growth, but he has them all on Magic Council, and so he's running the full set. And then Algamdi is running Zeus, obviously. He has max level Zeus classes, which is insane. And then he has a full set of the main equipments, which is Spear, Mage Robe, growth tile, with Generosity, Pocket Curse, and Counterspell. Max Zeus glasses. I don't know enough about Riding Hood to have any thoughts on that, but that is that setup. He's running Sharpened Spear, which is interesting, Stone Legion, and then Barrier. That's the normal Summoner setup, that's the normal Dryad setup, and that's the normal Witch setup. Yeah, Summoner Dryad are becoming the new it duo, as opposed to Harley Quinn. Nobody uses people like high level players don't even use Harley Quinn anymore. Which just affords you so much bonus damage off of Gift of the Raven when you have a max version that it's just better. And he's able to run both Sharpened Spear. He's running Sharpened Spear because it's kind of difficult to line up it's more difficult to line up a Riding Hood. If you're limiting yourself to using the Covenant of Veterans, which was the original Knight statue setup. And so if you run a Sharpened Spear, you can eat anything within those 2 intersection lines, and then get the bonus. I did have the feeling that if I started this at triple bosses, that this video would still go on for fucking forever. Knowing the eventual damage that these people do, like, I was like, this, I could start at triple bosses. Honestly, I could have probably started my speech just playing this, and I don't think, I think we'd still be here. I'd still be here talking to you, and the game would still be going. What's funny is that at triple bosses, they've also shortened the time so that games don't take as long. So as soon as they kill these bosses, you'll see the amount of time that it will be to get to the next boss. Wave 16, we're looking at 39 seconds. We're doing 39 seconds in between triple bosses. Being able to get rid of mermaid bubbles with Dryad, I think, is really cute. Because I've never thought that really does anything, like throwing, speed downs on your opponent for X amount of time. Like, how long is it? 4 opponent units reduce attack speed by 25% for 30 seconds. I've never thought that was ever gonna make me lose the game, but being able to get rid of bubbles is just such a strength when you're playing against people who are playing Mermaid. Because if you're able to get rid of their bubble, like, right when they're gonna get hit with, like, a Warlock or something, that person just loses. Or, like, when they're gonna get hit by a Bedlam or something. Literally every single card that's not the damage unit is specifically designed to make the damage unit better. Summoner, you're getting percent damage. You're getting a damage boost. Gift of the Raven, you're getting damage boost. Dryad with the Fairy of Rage, you're getting a damage boost. Enchant Sword, you're getting the damage boost. Like, everything is designed to give your main unit a damage boost. And if you are running other cards that are not doing that, like a Portal Keeper, like a Harlequin, I'm going to use my own Blooming Dashblade Dancer like deck as an example. But when you're using cards that are not giving you anything, you're at a significant disadvantage against people who are just utilizing every single card in their deck is designed to give your damage boost guy a damage boost. Or your damage dealer a damage boost. That's what I meant. But yeah, like, look how much these, like, he has like 2 level 7 Riding Hoods that are just melting bosses. If your next question was, why would I say, invest into Demon Hunter when obviously Riding Hood is dealing a lot of damage as well? I think Riding Hood is very new, and I have the distinct idea that if you're watching this video, you probably don't have a almost level 15 Riding Hood, but you could potentially almost have a level 15 Demon Hunter, or at the very least be able to invest in it now for the future off of Book of Secrets. And I think that's what I would recommend. Like, if you want to use Book of Secrets on something, probably Demon Hunter. I might actually even, honestly, because my original idea was to upgrade use my Book of Secrets on Spirit Master, because I have a 13 Spirit Master. I'm almost at a 15. I'm questioning whether or not I should use it on Demon Hunter instead. I can make my Demon Hunter an 11 right now, because I have the copies. I don't have the crystals, but I have the copies to make it an 11. And then I think I might have like 1 extra copy after that to make it, to be on my way to make it a 12, or that would make it an 11. Yeah, to make it a 12. And then if I used a book on it, it would make it a 13. I don't know. I do also feel, though, that, like I stated in my tier list video, this deck works because of all of the separate pieces as well. It's not just get a level 15 Demon Hunter. Like, you kind of have to have the Witch, like the level 15 Witch and the level 15 Summoner. Because the level 15 Summoner especially is another reason why you're getting so much of a damage boost. And then the Witch as well. It's Gift of the Raven, but as you increase Witch's level, you're also gaining a bigger bonus every time you use Gift of the Raven. So that is also getting better as it becomes higher. The Circle of Curses isn't really that big of a deal. The Witchfire thing isn't really that big of a deal either. Unstable Magic becomes really good. And the thing about Witch that I love is that you don't need a high-level Witch. So as you can see in the middle, he has 2 level 2 Witches. He could have a level 1 Witch, and it would still be giving him the max bonus right now, because he did the 30 merges. He's already done with the 30 merges, and he has them in perfect positions as well, which basically means that all he really needs right now is like a blue Awakened Sword, and then he could probably just sit on this forever. I also love that he doesn't need he doesn't need Zeus, he doesn't need Necromancer, which are really difficult, like, actual money sink heroes. He can just get a level 20. I say just get, but, it's kind of difficult to get a level 20 mermaid, but he can just get a level 20 mermaid, and that's much easier to get than a level 20 Zeus or a level 20 necromancer. Yeah, 334 stacks on one Demon Hunter, 154 stacks on the other. The fact that he started this at 200 stacks and he's already at 334 is why this deck is so good. He jumped 134 stacks. If Blooming Dash Blade Dancer could jump 134 stacks in this amount of time, it would still be bad. I know how you thought that I was gonna finish that sentence. I wasn't. I wasn't planning on it. It would still be bad. The fact that he doesn't need stacks on any of these other Demon Hunters is also crazy to me. Like, he has a level 5 that has 1 stack, a level 4 that has 1 stack, a level 5 that has 1 stack. He just needs the 1 to not die, and he's good. To not get randomly, like, I don't know, warlocked or, it's one of the reasons why the Meteor deck is so good, because you can randomly get an Apocalypse. This is like hundreds of millions of health bosses that they are just melting through like they're nothing. And again, like, the player that's playing the Demon Hunter deck, he has like 4,500 crit. I want to say that's like my crit. And he's going up against somebody who has like 6,000. $6,000 with a max Zeus, with max glasses, mind you. And he can output more damage than a Demon Hunter deck. Because that's all this is. Somebody is going to win because they are outputting more damage than the other person. Because they're not really affecting each other's board. Like, nobody is using Frost or something, or nobody is using Necromancer. Neither player is playing against the other player. They're playing themselves. They're just playing the game of how much damage can my deck do. I usually look for Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter games, because those are the most ridiculous, because they're just playing who does more damage. But I liked this one because it also shows off how good Riding Hood is as well. The fact that Riding Hood has the ability to do as much as a Demon Hunter deck, and it's not a stacking thing. It's not a, like, how many stacks can the Riding Hood get. The fact that it's not stacking anything other than 10 eats is crazy. This guy has 70 stacks on Sharpened Spear. This is obviously why they had to nerf the amount of damage that or percentage that it was getting beyond 50 stacks. I was like, who's getting 50 stacks on this? This guy has 70 stacks. That was a 1.9 billion damage boss. This is plus 40% defense, and that was a 1.9 billion damage boss. They're killing the entire wave, and they're still dealing with 2 billion damage bosses. Like, this isn't a boss with a whole bunch of minions on the field, and it's a 2 billion. No, they've killed everything, and it's a 2 billion. He's 404 stacks. The rate that a Demon Hunter gets stacks is crazy. I think that's fun that he has the 3 witches in the center, on the Riding Hood side, because all he needs to do is then summon in, and eat the things on the side, that are on the side. Obviously, you're eating the, Demon Hunt, or the Knight statues, so that your Knight statue can be active, but that's how he's playing that deck. Whenever he needs to eat again, he just eats what he summons in the center. I will apparently be a second, because I need to charge my phone. Sorry about that, but I also had to switch microphones, so if this sounds significantly worse, I don't really have anything else to say. So that shouldn't be too big of a problem. Yeah, so just enjoy the rest of this video. Oh, the irony. Does this totally just end right now? My battery couldn't last for one more round. That's so sad. But yeah. This was his mermaid, his equipment, Magic Council faction, morally gray, double abundance. It's all the damage. All the damage all the time. Something to think about. 4274% crit, 6631% crit. Demon Hunter's pretty good.